Hey y'all, it's Big Al. How are we doing today? Cause me, I'm doing great. I hope you guys are having a great day too. Today we're doing something a little different. I'm gonna be giving you guys kind of a tour of my first ever Paralives house that I built, just kind of getting into the game, you know. I was super excited when the game came out for early access because I am a big simmer, I love playing any kind of simulator game. I of course have played The Sims. I've played let's see, Supermarket Simulator, Trading Card Simulator, Water Park Sim, Gas Station Simulator. I played a lot of Sims in my life, just like simulator games in general, and Sims a lot. I have way too many hours on The Sims. But yeah, I am just tickled pink that we're gonna be spending this time together today doing a tour of my first ever Paralyzed house. So don't be clocking any of my anything clipping or anything. I know if it was my first time just like playing around with like the new software, just like learning all the kinks, all the new stuff to go through. So, yeah. But with that, why don't we just get on into it, shall we? So this is kind of just the outside of my house. You can see me and my husband down here. Who else would I have made for my first two starters? What do they call? Para-people? I'll call them para-people. I believe when you first start the game too, you get 22,000 paradigms. That's this game's currency. This is the outside of my first ever house I built. Don't clock it, it's not great. I was more so really interested in, yeah, see, this isn't the beautiful part. I was more so just very excited to, just be playing around with it was all new tools at my disposal. So I was just very excited to kind of check it out and see all the different textures, all the different like path brushes, I loved how much just kind of they had getting into this game, like with it being in early access. I was very surprised with how, it's not a lot, but it is a lot more than I was expecting for a game in early access that is a simulator. So yeah, let me go ahead and give you guys kind of a floor layout shot as well. Zoom out a little bit for you guys. So yeah, here you can see it's a very simple, very loose L shape, very small L shape bump out kind of situation with an upstairs. Very open floor plan though, very open floor plan. I did not have a lot of money to put in all the rooms that I wanted to. And besides, when you first build like your first starter house, it's never like your perfect forever home. And then you come out. When you follow those stairs, you come up into the bedroom area. That is a nice little L shape with an almost perfectly square bathroom. Just this cutout here, where the staircase has to go. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and just do a nice little walkthrough. So we'll just kind of go through the front door here. We'll come over to this living room section. I found these little wall dividers and I was absolutely sick. I was sick to my stomach with how bad I wanted them. I got a cute little living room area here. I thought a cute little like serving tray on top of the kind of weird fabric mosaic coffee table was kind of cool. And I kind of went with lavender and like pink kind of vibes with this little section here. I thought just like, kind of just nice softer colors would kind of match really well. And I really liked this kind of simple like wood flooring. Zoom. There we go. So yeah, got the little TV section over here. I thought this was really fun. You could actually like put TVs and like storage and bookshelf, like you put just actual stuff underneath the stairs without needing to like break the game or use cheats. So I was really excited about that. Ooh, sorry. There we go. So yeah, I added some couple little things to these shelves. These shelves were naked, before I added these cute little figures to them, which is also nice because you can also actually clutter things without having to break the game. Also, ignore all the clipping of the grass on the side. This was a very ambitious, like, first kind of trial project of trying to just get acclimated and acquainted with how this game kind of works. So I was, it's not the best, but I definitely had a lot of fun doing that. So let's go over kind of to this kitchen dining room area. I don't know why I picked this awful red wallpaper when everything else in the kitchen is like pink. But I guess I think what my idea was here is to do like an accent wall. I think I was just way too excited to have more patterns than just the basic ones. Because I am very much so a vanilla kind of gamer for sure. Especially with like sim like games in general. I'm very much so like vanilla. I don't really do mods or anything. I like to be able to make what I can with what the game gives me. I guess it's kind of like my own little challenge. I like the dining room. I think it's overall a pretty decent like kitchen layout. I love these kind of big open sections. I originally also wanted to put an island in the middle, but I realized I wouldn't have had room for a dining room. So I decided to nix that idea and went ahead and just left it a kind of big open U-shaped kitchen. I loved adding all of these cute little clutter pieces. I love this little measuring cup and measuring spoon little section in the honey pot. Oh, I had to get the honey pot and the little spice rack. Oh, yes. Like I said, it's pretty bare bones like for a lot of things in here. It was definitely just kind of a lot of trying to figure out how to best like include and incorporate like what I normally like to add into a house with what they have and what they have now currently. But yeah, this is and don't ask why there's a cow under the sink. He's just there. I saw him and I wanted him. Well, actually, her. She has udders. She has udders. My bad, queen. My bad. But yeah, this is kind of just the nice little like kitchen area, and this is just like a landing pad. I am a very it's really funny with this house. Normally, like any kind of floor plan, even I like to do like house shopping and just like looking around like what's just like what's for sale like all across the world. Really, I'm not picky. I love seeing architecture from all over the world. But one of my biggest pet peeves is having the front door next to the kitchen. And that's what I ended up doing here. Even I'm like, this little pony wall is not enough separation. I don't know. I think for me, it's just like outside germs immediately in the place you can like, you go to cook your meals and stuff. It just doesn't quite jive with me. But yeah, this is the first kind of floor of my first ever like house. And we'll kind of go upstairs. Whee! Ignore my Sims, they were just sleeping. So you kind of come in here, and it's very tight. It is very tight. It is literally just that walkway going up from the stairs, and then you get spat out right behind where this Sim is here. I kind of, with this upstairs section for the bedroom, I kind of wanted something, I liked the lavender and I wanted to bring that kind of up from the downstairs area. So I kind of kept it with the green instead of pink. I thought it'd be a nice kind of break. Very kind of, earthy, natural colors. Love the little figure, the little clutter on the bedside tables, Then I love this little section here. It's just a chair. I loved this cactus chair that I found in the like chair sections, and I was gonna make it into the couch for the downstairs, but then I realized I did not like how it looked as a couch, because it's really cool. You can actually, I'll show you real quick. You can drag these to make these items into bigger pieces of furniture. So I realized I like this one more as a as a chair than I did a couch. So I just thought, well, you know, I already bought it. Might as well just like put it over here. Got the little dresser section. Yeah, this is just kind of a weird little section I didn't really know what to do with. Like I said, I did not have a lot of money, the paradigms. I did not have a lot of paradigms getting this house started. So this was definitely kind of just making it work with what I had. So let's go into the bathroom here. Got a cool kind of just like little accent like wall on this backside here. I thought it was kind of cool to make it like the floor go into like the accent wall. You know, nothing crazy, just something, you know, pretty simple. You know, you got a place to use the bathroom, wash your hands, and you know, take a nice bath. I think the theming I was kind of going with in this bathroom was I loved the brown tile. Brown and pink is one of my favorite color combos because it reminds me of chocolate dipped strawberries or chocolate cherries. So yeah, you know, it was just kind of, that's kind of like the vibe I was kind of going with in here. I will say I don't like that it clips over here and it doesn't make the perfect little transition from the mosaic. But you know, it works. But yeah, you know, this is my first ever Paralives like house build. This was me after I literally just like bought the game and I went straight into just building. I made my Sims and I was just so excited. Just had to start building. Let's see, can I go into photo mode? Ooh, okay. Now look at this. Look at this. Ooh, did not mean to click that. See, look, I'm still learning. Photo mode. So I wonder if this will let it. Okay. Interesting. Sorry. Shouldn't be lollygagging. I was just having having fun just like playing. That's what happens when I start playing this game. I see something like, ooh, what does this do? Yeah, let me put this up to full again. So yeah, this is my first kind of ever Paralives house build. You know, it's very simple, you know, very rudimentary, you know, definitely janky. Definitely janky as all heck. But I kind of like it though, you know, it has that character, it has that charm, you know, just like, oh, well, you know. First house build in a new game. So yeah, that is my first house build. What are you guys thinking? Because I definitely had points where I just wanted to cry. I was like, I have no money. What am I supposed to do? I can't just let my house sit around and look like this. But yeah, you know, this was my first Paralives house build. So yeah, I really hope you guys don't be too hard on me. Don't be too hard on me. It was just my first ever little house build. So yeah, I really hope you guys had fun with me today and just kind of checking out my cool house. I mean, it's as cool as it can be, right? It just started off, so yeah, you know, let me know down in the comments, you know, if you want to see some more content like this, you know, if you're, you know, let me know how you guys are liking Paralives, if you've played it before, have you heard of it, you know, just let me know, I am all down for it. But anyways, I really hope you guys had fun with me today, and I will be seeing you next time. So remember, love yourselves, love the planet, and most importantly, I'll be your Huckleberry.